The first phase of the enforcement order took the inspection team to 6 zones in the FCT where some of the affected schools are located. The schools are said to have violated 4 areas of minimum standards set by the Department of Policy and Implementation, which is the Standards and Quality Assurance arm of the FCT Education Secretariat. The schools were found deficient in the areas of adherence to standard schools curriculum, deplorable facilities, poor quality of staff, and non-provision of other support services. As schools across the country resume for another academic session, quite a number of pupils in private schools like this one will have to look for an alternative, as the Department of Policy and Implementation, an arm of the FCT Education Secretariat responsible for standards and quality assurance, says there is no going back on illegal and substandard schools in the FCT. The department says written warnings to the affected schools on the need to comply with minimum standards were ignored. None of the owners of the affected schools were around when the officials of the department visited their premises.
We have discovered that a number of people just wake up overnight and start schools in the FCT without following due process. There is a due process that must be followed. Any school that is not working within the minimum standards in the provision of education is actually cheating the Nigerian children.
Now that the hammer has fallen on the schools, what becomes of the pupils who are eagerly waiting to resume full academic session any moment from now?
We took time to take the coordinates in those areas and marked out schools that those children can be moved to that are working within acceptable standards. And I also want to...
private schools or?
Private and public, both private and public. And if you have...
The department vowed to rid the FCT of illegal and substandard schools and warned the affected schools to stay out of business or face the full weight of the law. ABIODUN, AKANMU, NTA News 24, Abuja.